Good evening, everyone. I welcome you here tonight. I love the energy. I love the fact that you joined in as early as possible. If you're excited about tonight, let me know. If you're excited about tonight, let me know in the chat. If you're excited about tonight, let me know in the chat. Tonight, let me know in the chat. I think nobody is excited to be here. Nobody is happy to be here. My time is very important. This is a free session. I expect your energy to be high. So let me, okay, Francis says, I am happy. Ade Shog. Says hi. Forward to more feedback. Abigail says hi. Okay. So let's proceed. I'll share my screen now and I assure you would have a valuable 1 hour together. I'm trying to share my slide. If you can see my slide, let me know. On my slide, I have it's your turn to speak. It's your turn to speak. You believe it's your turn to speak, and that's why you're here tonight. And I'm reminding you again that it's your turn to speak. So if you can see that on my screen, kindly let me know. Etim, why are you raising your hand? Could you please leave a message? Send a message to the chat. Let me know. Okay, thank you, Johnson. Thank you, Olariwaju. Pascal, thank you, Kennedy. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So let's get to it. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to spend 1 hour together, one all valuable hour together. And this evening, I will be talking about a topic quite dear to my heart. And I tag that elevate your diction. Elevate your diction. For us to kickstart, I would like you to quickly retrieve your pen or pencil, as the case might be. Get your book, get a bowl of popcorn if you prefer biscuit, get a sachet of biscuit, and of course, a bottle of water. This is going to be 1 hour, and I do not want you to move about during the class. So get all of these things ready. As I share with you a formula that will enhance your diction. I know a lot of us must have attended quite a number of diction classes before. And why is this particular one different? One thing, just one thing. It's different because you will not just learn how to speak eloquently and confidently, but of course, you would learn how to speak it in your own authentic self without faking your accent, without talking in a foreign, fake, or robotic way. You will be speaking confidently and eloquently in your own real voice. That is why this is different. And I would say that this is nothing like you have heard before, or you have seen before, you've attended before. So I would wait a second again for you to get ready. Get your pen, your book, your biscuit, bottle water, popcorn, whichever, and let's get ready. So I want you to consider this scenario. Consider you were paid more money for something that you do every day. But this time around, you're paid more because of how you sound. I know of one of my clients who is a teacher. He does home tutoring. And after attending my class, people are paying him more for his home tutoring. So the normal home tutoring that people would do, that they would charge 20,000, 30,000. So then getting home tutoring of as high as 150,000, move beyond your mind. Ask for, might get it. Imagine you're able to land a dream job without seeing or even going for an interview, but you're able to get the job because of how you sound, because of how well you speak English. In Nigeria, to get those I'm back now. Trying to share my screen. Screen, please. I know these might go to some to not believe it as well until I experienced it. Sometimes in 2019, I went with a friend who was a newscaster at the time. So I was in her office. We were having a chit chat on news. I didn't pay attention because I didn't even know she was referring to me. She said that twice. And my friend said, Bukola, she's referring to you. Please, if you can hear me, let me know. Please, if you can hear me, let me know. Please, if you can still hear me, let me know. Hear me, let me know. Let me know. If you can still hear me, let me know. Okay, thank you, Chinenye. Thank you. I'll proceed now. So my friend said, "Oh, she's referring to you," and I smiled. I didn't take the offer because I wanted something that would still give me that time freedom. So I didn't take the offer. Then at that time, Esther is a teacher at that time, though she had graduated as a student of mass communication, but she was acting teacher somewhere in Lekki at that time when I met her in 2019. And then she enrolled on my course for 6 weeks. She went through the course. She was disciplined. That's one thing about Esther. Esther was disciplined. So she did the course, and after 6 weeks, when I saw how much transformation Esther gone through, I mentioned to her, "Oh, would you like to work on the news?" And she was like, "Yes, yes, yes." And I had to connect Esther, and Esther got the job. Now, why did Esther got the job? Esther got it because one, she has what they wanted. She is a journalist, a trained journalist. Maybe she doesn't have the experience at that time, but she was already trained, number one. And number two, you would agree with me that for you to be on TV, you expect it to sound a certain way. She has that as well after going through our course. So it was easier for them to say, okay, yes, we would work with her. And then she started working with them as an intern and later, everything. Now she's a full-time journalist. Like when I see her LinkedIn post, I'm always very happy that, oh, this came in through me, right? So this was Esther's feedback on Facebook at 2019. You can read through, you can also search. It's still right there on Facebook. And then this is another feedback, another testimonial she posted on LinkedIn. She posted this earlier this year on LinkedIn. And I would like you to focus on the third paragraph, the fourth paragraph, where she said, while I waited for the media breakthrough, I attended various training sessions, one of which included the Diction coach training, thanks to Olubukola R.B. Agbalaya, who mentioned an offer at Core TV. She finally connected me. So this is just to prove the short story I just mentioned. Now, why am I sharing this story? I am sharing it, or I shared it for two reasons. One, To let you know, I have experienced that scenario I painted earlier. You can get paid more. You can get a job without submitting a CV. You can get more people to love and like you just because of how you sound or because of how you speak English. Now that I have established that, I understand some of us here might be diction instructors. Some of us might have even undergone diction training, yet I've not experienced the desired improvement in our speech. And I always like to attribute that to the fact that it is because you haven't followed proven formula. So you might be wondering what this proven formula is. My proven formula that you can't find on Google or anywhere is what I call Dick-Claire. Is it where you're measuring this? Make sure you have my name. Dick-Claire, formulated by Olubukola R.V. Agbalaya, the diction point. I like to always say this confidently because you cannot find it on Google. You can try that out. So tonight I'm going to talk about the first letter in this formula. This formula is 8-step formula. Dick, D-I-C-C-L-E-A-R, 8 of them. But tonight I'll talk about just the first one, which is the D in that formula. And that stands for diction fundamental. Diction fundamental is the building block for clear and effective communication. You'd agree with me that for you to learn any language at all, Yoruba, French, Arabic, name it. I'm a Muslim. And I remember when we attended Arabic school, the first thing we were taught are the letter sounds of Arabic. Now, the Arabic isn't like English, where the letters do not correspond with the sounds. There is a very healthy relationship between the letters of Arabic and its sound. So once you know that the letter is this, that's what it is. It doesn't change. Not a chameleon. It's very logical. Also, I'm a Yoruba lady, even though my Yoruba is not that top notch. But then I've attended a few Yoruba classes. And one of the first things they would always teach as well is the sounds. So they teach you the sounds of the letters and for any other languages. In English, in Nigeria, the first thing we are usually being taught is the letters, which is not supposed to be so, especially because the letters of the alphabet are not phonetics in nature. What that means is the letters in English language, they do not have healthy relationship with the sounds of English language. So say, for example, letter A. Letter A can make about 10 different sounds, if not more, in the words. Let me give you a few examples. In the word apple, letter A in that word sounds A. So it sounds, excuse me, apple. In the word was, letter A in that word, excuse me, sounds O, as in was, excuse me. In the word water, the letter A in that word sounds O, water, or as the case might be. In the word parent, in above, in again, and so many other words like that. And all of these words, sorry, that's the airplane. In all of these words, the letter A, we have one common letter, which is letter A. But in each of them, letter A makes a different sound. In the first word, it makes the sound. In the second word, it makes the sound. In the third word, it makes this long sound. in the next word makes this sound. And the next word, letter A, makes this sound. In the last word, the first A makes this sound, and the second makes this sound. So that is why I said that the English language, the letters do not have a healthy relationship with the sounds. One letter can make different sounds, which is what also explains the fact that we have more sounds in English than the letters. We have 26 letters in English. The sounds are about 49, even though on the IPA, 44 of them are highlighted. Why? That is because the letters of the alphabet aren't phonetics in nature, which is why we have a lot of children out there that struggle with spelling, which is why we have a lot of adults out there that struggle with pronunciation, because the letters just make it turn like a liar. At this point, you're saying ah, at another point, you're saying something else. Let's look at another example to emphasize that. Words that have OUGH in them. In this, the OUGH sound of cough. In this, it sounds though. Oh, same spelling OUGH. In this, it sounds through. Ooh. In this, it sounds lock. Ok. Right? And so many other spellings of OUGH, which do not even sound like any of these that I have highlighted here. So for us to not make the letters of the alphabet turn us into a liar when it comes to English pronunciation, or turn us into someone who doesn't know what he or she is doing, like I would like to say, English pronunciation is illogical. English letters and sounds, they aren't logical. They can be crazy. So for you to be on the safe side, it is important to learn diction fundamentals, because that is the building block for clear and effective pronunciation. So what exactly is Diction Fundamental? Diction Fundamental talks about three things. Diction Fundamental talks about three things. And I call that a three formula. But like I said tonight, I'm just going to talk about one of them. And the first thing Diction Fundamental talks about is clear and precise pronunciation. Clear and precise pronunciation. How do you get clear and precise pronunciation? With your help. The second thing Diction Fundamental talks about is pronunciation rules. There are rules that guide how you pronounce your words. And then we have connected speech pattern. Connected speech pattern talks about how you link your words together to make sentences such that when you say a sentence, you're not sounding like a rookie. But tonight, our focus will be on the first step under the first formula, Diction Fundamental, and that is clear articulation. So let's look at these few examples together. The first word, or the first pair of words, excuse me, please. I'm going to activate this screen for Jimak. Excuse me, please. The first pair of examples that I have here, I have angry and hangry. Now, those two words, if you're careful, either you're saying the same thing or you're mispronouncing one of them. The second word, Hungry. As Nigerians, we pronounce it as hungry. We say, I am hungry. Hungry is a wrong pronunciation. The right pronunciation of the word is hangry. First, the word has the H sound, which must be heard because it's not silent. The second letter in that word makes a vowel sound, the vowel sound. And that vowel sound is written as an inverted V. For you to articulate that vowel sound properly, your mouth position is important. I like to describe that sound by saying that when you want to articulate it, you want to make sure you aren't opening your mouth wide because it's not an open sound. It's more of a mid sound. Here is the symbol right here. So watch my mouth. For me to articulate it rightly, I need to open my mouth a bit and go, ah, 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 ah. Unlike the first word, unlike this word, the first vowel sound in this word, for me to articulate it rightly, I should open my mouth wide enough. So I would say angry. My mouth is wide open because of that vowel sound. Angry. Is she angry? Yes, she's angry. Now for the second, the H-U-N-G, the vowel there, as a mid-vowel, like I explained, and also it has the H sound. For you to articulate the H sound well, you should take a deep breath. So you go, angry, angry. We could say that the first word, for you to rightly pronounce it, you need to give a scream, angry. The second word, you might need to say it in a more calm state, hangry. So that was why, if you're not careful, you might be saying the same thing, or you might be mispronouncing one word. So for you to pronounce these two words well, you need clear and precise articulation. Examples, cheap and sh. If you're like my dad will say the same way, cheap, cheap. And lots of more. So how do you differentiate these two words? One, cheap. The first one, cheap. The CH word, for you to articulate it rightly, you need to position your teeth, just like you will position it for the SH. Most Nigerians do not struggle with the SH sound because we have it in our native languages. So we're used to saying shh, 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 shh. We're used to saying that. Excuse me. Why for this, for us to articulate it rightly, the same way you position teeth, your speech arc by saying the sh sound. You want to repeat the same thing for the CH sound. But this time you want to release the sound suddenly. Unlike the sh sound, where you need to release the sound slowly. So for the SH sound, you release it slowly and you go sh, sheep. For the CH sound, you will not release the sound slowly. You release it suddenly, you go cheap. Now to the last set of examples. We have bird and bed. And Nigerian will articulate these two words, bed. Wrong. The first, which then tends to affect its vowel sound in there, which is, excuse me, is read this way. Now we can articulate this differently, especially when we consider the British pronunciation, the A and RP. So that they didn't sound to reduce the rhotic nature, that is the R sound. For you to articulate it in the RP, make sure you're in a relaxed position and you go bird. Americans, we go bird. But go bed. Now, bed is rightly pronounced for word. Bed. You're accurate. But be, please say bird. You can decide to say bird as well. But I've heard people say bird is easier to say. Whichever correct pronunciation. All these examples alike. Pronunciation are all the same. Except you pay attention to it. Except you pay attention to which sound is pronounced. Don't be like my dad and say angry, hangry, or angry, angry, wrong, of course. Or cheap, cheap, wrong. Or bed, bed, wrong. Pronounce it. You won't pay attention to sound in the word. You want to make sure properly, clearly. By saying angry, cheap, sheep. Able to do that. That is your knowledge of the English sounds. That sound. So the letter, yes, we still have and 21 consonant letters. However, in our right, so letters rather the we call the IPA chart. The IPA chart. IPA symbols are phonetic alphabets. So all of these, they might look like short, might look familiar. They are all sound. So this is not the sound. E is the sound. AIPA, phonetic art, international phonetic alphabet. So this is a chart. So on this, the consonant sounds and the sounds with the yellow background. Of these were the so for the vowel sounds, about 12 of them, and have the sounds. There are 8 of them. With the consonant sound. To be able to identify consonant sound. So that way, we decode its transcription announcing without on Google Voice or Dictionary Voice or even waiting for a dictionary drop. So let's proceed. sound is it means that you need your two. I have word examples. Word purse. The U word makes the earth. It's not horse. It's the verb two dots. Two dots here. It's a long sound. So it is a of you where long purse. I can't find my purse. That's me speaking. The word it's not purple. 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 Any when we have fellow Nigerians do not know. When you have words that ends with the and you're not saying ooh. Make sure you ball. Make sure you're saying and not purple. Poo. It's not poo, it's poo. If that the tip of my tongue touches the upper part, last little sound. A little sound, but I won't talk about tension. It's purple. We have can My network is working perfectly. I just checked. So please, if you can hear me, let me know. Please, I await your feedback to know if I should proceed or not. My network is strong here. Okay, somebody says better now. We can hear you now. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I think I was moving to the second sound, which is the B sound. B. Excuse me. B. Now for the B sound, we can have both. Both. Now look at these two words. They sound almost alike. They have the same beginning sound and the same middle sound, but their ending sound is different. The first, boat, it sounds t. The second, both, th, it sounds f. My tongue is placed in between my upper teeth and my lower teeth, both. One more example, birth, birth. So I can have birthday instead of by day. Birthday, etc. Now the next consonant sound I have is t, t, t. For that sound, I can have words like tennis, not tennis. Tennis, tennis. That word has two syllables. And when you have a word that has two syllables, when pronouncing them, you need to stress a part of the syllables. It could be the first syllable, it could be the second syllable. For you to know which part you should stress, you need to learn stress rules. But in this case, we have the word tennis. Tennis has two syllables, excuse me, and it's a noun. So I should stress the first syllable, tennis. I can also have another word like tortoise, tortoise, tortoise. It's not tortoise, tortoise. The tortoise is on a tennis court. Tortoise is on a tennis court. So tortoise also has two syllables and it's a noun. So I'm stressing the first syllable. Let me look for a word that has t at the end. I could use the word, okay, one word just came to mind, but not t at the end. Curtain and cotton. Those two words, we often mispronounce them. The first one, curtain, the vowel in there is this vowel in the first syllable, curtain. And the second is cotton. So I can have a sentence like, the curtain is made of cotton. The curtain is made of cotton. Now the next consonant sound I have is d. 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 We have dirty. The curtain is dirty, not the curtain is dirty. Dir. It has this sound as well, a long sound. Dirty. We can also have daughter. My daughter. My daughter is behind the curtain. Daughter. I can also have donkey. Have you seen a donkey before? Have you seen a donkey before? Donkey. The next sound I have is the ch sound. I've talked briefly about this sound earlier. Ch, ch, ch. For you to articulate this sound properly, you need to put your teeth together, release the sound suddenly. Ch, ch. Make sure you're not saying sh. Release it suddenly. Ch. You can have words like cheetah. You can have we're recording the session, so you'll get a replay. You can have choice. You can have much, E to C. Now, many times we think that when we have CH in the word, it will always sound ch. No, not all the times. Sometimes it will not sound ch. Instead, it will sound like SH. It will sound sh. Take, for examples, words that have CH and they have French origin, like crash. It's not crutch. The CH there sounds like SH, crash. Like chef. The CH there sounds like SH, chef. Like niche. The CH sounds like SH, niche. Like chevron. The CH sounds like SH, chevron, not chevron. And so many of the words. So remember again, this takes me back to the fact that the English language letters and phonetics in nature, because a certain letter makes a particular sound, doesn't mean it will make that sound every other time. At some point, it can decide to make a different sound. Just like in CH. CH would usually sound ch, but sometimes it can also sound sh. Aside CH making this sound, we can also have other letter combinations, like nature. TU in that word sounds ch. Like question. Sometimes when we have letter S before TION suffix, TION sounds ch instead of shin. Question. Question. So the TI there sounds like CH. Question. Among other examples. Now the next sound we have here is J. J. We can have it in words like July, not July. Say July. My birthday is in July. You can have it in January, not January. January. I'll see you in January. The next sound is K. 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 As in cupboard. Cucumber. K. Question. Q. Q is spelled Q-U-E, Q-U-E, Q. And the last consonant sound that we have on this roll is G, as in go. That word go, the vowel is this sound right here. It's a glide sound. For you to articulate the glide sounds properly, you must go slowly from the first sound to the second sound. Oh, go. I call the O sound a classy sound. I say it is the sound that a classy lady needs. As a classy lady, if you're here, do not joke with the O sound. Henceforth, you don't want to say something like, I want to go. Say, I want to go. I want to go. You don't need to change your voice. You don't need to sound fake. Speak with your normal voice and just glide. Just glide a bit. And the beauty of that word would help you sound better. I want to go. And so, you have to say, and so. No, retain your voice. And so, so. It's over. It's over. It's over between us. You don't have to change your voice and say, it's over. No, it's over. Over. Just articulate that sound well. Remember again, we're talking about clear and precise articulation. When you articulate your sounds well, the sounds that make up a word, when you articulate it well, you naturally sound great. So let's go over the sounds again. Wherever you are, say the sounds with me, pronounce the words with me. try to make sure your speech organs are doing what my speech organs are doing. So watch my mouth and try to do the same. The first sound again is P. Purse, purple. B. Boat, both, birth. T. Tennis, tortoise, curtain, cotton. D. Dirty, daughter, donkey. Ch. Cheater, choice, much. Remember I said sometimes CH will not sound ch. In words like crash, chef, niche, chevron. The next sound, J. January, July, just. K. Car, cucumber, cupboard. G. Gurgle. Gurgle is spelled Gurgle. The water gurgles down the drain. Go. Gorilla. It's a C. Now the next consonant sound I have is as in father. Father. And the word father, there is a long vowel sound in there. Father. And for the TH, you need to put out your tongue. Father. You can also have function. Function. It's not function. There is a K sound there. Function. Function. The next sound I have is V. As in vehicle, not vehicle. 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 Violin, not violin. Violin. Volume. Volume. Letter C. The next consonant sound is the TH consonant sound. The first one, which is the voiceless consonant sound. For you to articulate it rightly, you need to put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth and you blow out air. You can have words like think, math, bath, think, math, bath. So for you to pronounce the TH well, you put your tongue outside and blow out air. I like to say that the voiceless TH sound sounds just like the T sound. The difference is for the T sound, your tongue is inside. But for the voiceless TH sound, your tongue has to be outside. So for me to say this well, I'll put my tongue outside and try to say this sound. This way. So instead of putting my tongue inside and saying think, which is a wrong pronunciation, I'll put my tongue outside and say think. I'll do the same thing here, math. I'll do the same thing here, bath. Now the next sound is the second TH sound, which is the voiced TH sound. And it sounds the. Just the way you would say the D sound. However, you need to put your tongue outside and say the D sound. So you go the. So you can have words like bathe, smoothie, them. Now, an average Nigerian will pronounce this word as bathe, saying the D sound instead of the sound. Remember, for you to pronounce it well, you need to put your tongue outside. The, bathe, smoothies, not smoothies. them, not them. Your tongue has to be outside. Now, you might be wondering what the difference between bath and bathe is. Bath is a noun, bathe is a verb. Bath, bathe. The next sound is s. We can have words like for the sound, we can have words like, oh, excuse me, south, southern. You don't say southern, you say southern. West. Now, most times we feel like when we have letter S in between two vowels, that it should sound like letter Z. Sometimes it does, some other times it doesn't. So you need to be able to identify them, even though there are no rules to guide you. So look at these 4 words. The first one, rose. The S in that word sounds like Z. Rose. The second word, rise. The S in that word sounds like Z. Rise. Now the 2 words in the bracket. The first one, base. The S there retains its sound. It doesn't change to Z. It remains S, base. Basic. The S there remains, it doesn't change to Z. But then if you look at all of these words, the S there in all of these words is all in between 2 vowel sounds. But because of English illogical nature, you cannot say that every time when letter S is in between 2 vowel letters, then it has to sound like Z or it has to sound like S. No. What you need to do in this situation is to know them, be able to identify them, and have them offhand, or pay attention to their transcriptions in a dictionary and use that to help yourself whenever you're pronouncing your words. So we have quite a number of other words like taxi. A lot of people pronounce it as taxi. No, taxi. Some people say December instead of December, and so many other words. Now the next sound is sh. Sh. I talked about this sound when I was talking about the sound. Put it together and release the sound slowly. Sh. As in shepherd. It's not shepherd. Shepherd. Excuse me. As in marsh. As in wash. Rush. etc. Sometimes also when we have SION at the end of a word, it sounds sh. Especially when we have letter S before the SION, as in mission, etc. Now the last consonant sound on this roll is j, 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 as in television. Here are some examples of words with the j sound. We have Peugeot, Peugeot. We have beige. We have vision. We have excursion. Now, vision and excursion. When you have a vowel sound before SION, SION most times sounds jeune, vision. If you look at the spelling of vision, we have a vowel letter before SION. A vowel letter would mostly make a vowel sound. So vision. And the word excursion, we have letter R before the SION. Letter R, when you have it after a vowel sound, a vowel letter, it would usually work together with a vowel letter to change the vowel sound. Sometimes letter R helps a vowel letter to start to make a longer sound or to make a glide sound. So when you have letter R after a vowel letter, The letter R acts as a vowel sound. So in the word excursion, we have a vowel sound before S-I-O-N. So because of that vowel sound, S-I-O-N can also sound J, excursion. According to the dictionary, excursion has two pronunciation. You can go excursion and you can go excursion. But the first entry is excursion, which is the, excuse me, which is usually my preferred, excursion. So let's go over all the sounds again on that roll and practice the words together. Please say after me. Father, function, function. I hope you can hear that sound. Vehicle, violin. Put your tongue out and say the t sound. Think, math, bath. Put your tongue outside also and try to say the D sound. We have bathe, smoothies, them. We also have the sound, south, southern, west. Then we have the Z sound. We can have zoo, we can have zebra, zebra, etc. But then we can also have letter S change to Z, as in rose, rise. Then we have sh, as in shall, shout, mission, nation, etc. Then we have the J sound, as in television, Herschel, the T is silent, so it's not pidgeot. Beige, vision, excursion. So now let's go to the last set of consonant sounds, which is this row. The first sound there is the M sound, a nasal sound. We have three nasal sounds, and These are all nasal sounds, not nasal, nasal. Nasal, nasal sound. So we have the M sound. We have examples of words like murder. We also have mother. We have month, months. I hope you can hear the difference in these words. Murder, long vowel in the first syllable. Mother, short vowel, ma, and the th, mother. Month, this has th as well. Month, it doesn't have th. So when you say happy new month, this is what you're saying, M-O-N-T. Rather, you say happy new month. It's the month of July, not July. Month of July, etc. The next consonant sound we have is another nasal sound. You can have words like nurse. It has a long vowel sound. Nurse. We have nose. The word nose, the S sounds like Z. Nose. Nose. We have nature. Amongst other words, other examples. The next word we have is another nasal sound, the sound. And we usually have that sound when you have NG or NK in the word, like tongue. I have a long tongue. I have a short tongue. Tongue, not tongue. We don't pronounce the G. We say tongue. Tongue, not tongue. Tongue. We can also have sing, not sing. Sing. We don't say sing. We say sing. Can you sing for me? Sing. Sing, not sing for me. Sing. We can also have N and K as in bank, bank, bank. It's a C. So when you have NK or NG in the word, make sure that you're pronouncing it rightly. The NG there, it's not two different sound. It is just one sound. N and G make one sound. Tongue, sing. Why N and K makes two sounds? Bank. Let me go over that again. When you have NG in a word, N and G make one sound. The G is not making a different sound, and the N is not making a different sound. Both of them come together to make one sound. Sing. We don't say sing. It's wrong. You say sing. You say tongue. Why for N and K? The N makes the sound, not N now, but sound. While the K still retains its K sound. So we say bank, E to C. Now the next consonant sound that we have is you can have words like house, husband, E to C. Oh, how did I go here now? Excuse me, please. Now for the sound, you need to understand that sometimes letter H will not be silent in a word. Letter H will sound, you take a deep breath. You take a deep breath. Now, when letter H is silent in word, you want to make sure that you're not taking that deep breath so that you do not end up pronouncing that letter H sound again. Let's take a few word examples. If I have these set of words, then I have another. Now, these two words will not be pronounced the same way. Even though they all have the H sound, we will not pronounce their H the same way. For the first set of words, the H sounds aren't silent. So we must hear the H sound. You must say hospital. We must hear that sound. Husband, we must hear that sound. If we don't hear the H sound, then you're wrong. In fact, we can say that you have what we call H deaffectation. H deaffectation is when you are not pronouncing the H sound where you should be pronounced. Now, in the second set of words, the H sound are silent. The H sounds there are silent. It means that when we're pronouncing the words, we should not hear the sound of the H. So you go hour, air, hour. You don't take a deep breath. If you're prone to adding that H sound to it, then you might want to hold your breath. Because if you add the H sound to it when you do not need it, then we might say you have what we call the H affectation. H affectation is when you add the H sound to words that do not need the H sound. H deaffectation is when you remove the H sound from words that need the H sound. A lot of people practice H deaffectation also with words that start with vowel letters. Instead of saying apple, you hear them say apple. You hear them say egg, even when there is no H there. That is H deaffectation. We call all of these H factors. So if you find yourself adding the sound of H to words that do not need the sound of H, one of the things you want to start to do is anytime you have such words, maybe you add H to words that start with vowel letters. So anytime you have a word that starts with vowel letter, you want to hold your breath to quickly pronounce that word so that you do not end up adding the H sound to it. Apple, egg, excuse me. Or if you find out that you usually remove the H in words that have the H, you usually remove it. So instead of saying hospital, you would say hospital. Instead of saying husband, you would say husband. Instead of saying ear, you would say ear. Then what you need to do is to pay attention more to words that have the H sound in them and purposely take a deep breath when pronouncing them. Do you understand? So the next consonant sound that we have is L, as in love, as in lovely, laugh, etc. So when you have the letter L words and the word, some people mix them up with letter R. So you see that some people, when they want to pronounce the L and the R words, they mix it up. If you're like that, for the L sound, it is just the tip of your tongue that touches the upper part of your teeth. Why for the R sound, you need to roll your tongue. You need to roll it. So when you have words with make sure you're not rolling your tongue. When you have words with that is when you need to roll your tongue. The next consonant sound is w, w, as in window, worship, where, which, weather, etc. W. Then the next is y, 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 y. For the y sound, we have words like youth, yo-yo, yahoo, yellow, yogurt, etc. So please, let's say the words together, the sounds in the words. Murder, mother, month, month. Nurse, nose, nature. Tongue, sing, bank, hospital, husband, hour, air, apple, egg. So remember, hour and air, the H are silent. In apple and in egg, there is no H, so make sure you're not adding the H sound to it. In hospital and husband, we must hear the H sound. We can have love, laugh. You can have river, ready, research, etc. We have window, worship, weather. And then we have yesterday, yellow, yogurt, yo-yo, yahoo, etc. So if you have questions, please, it's time to ask your questions. If you have questions, send them into the chat before we proceed. If you have questions, please send them in. I'd like to attend to a few questions before I proceed. If you have questions, send them in the chat. I'd like to attend to a few questions before I continue. No questions. It seems no one has any question. We want the content to be written on the screen. What content again? I do not understand what you're saying. Any question before I proceed? Please, can I get the record of it, because I have network. I mentioned that yes, it will be sent. You get the replay. And it says, such a wonderful class, you did justice to it. Okay, if you do not have questions, I'd like you to go right now to your WhatsApp group where you got the link to join this class and tell me how the class is going. We have 2 minutes to do that. I will be reading from your groups. Quickly do that so we can continue. Quickly do that. Remember, we're talking about declare. And under declare, we have the first letter, which is diction fundamental. And for diction fundamental, we have 3 steps. We're just focusing on one of the steps, and we have not even started yet for that one step. So please go to your WhatsApp group right now where you got the link. The person who invited you here, go to the group where you got the link and tell me how the class is going. I will be reading your chart. We have 1 more minute to do that, so we proceed. We have 1 more minute to do that, so we can proceed. Mary says, well done, ma'am, no question, you're welcome. Glory says, nice job, ma'am. You're welcome. I'm going to your group now to see your chats. Okay, I can see from the group, I'm learning. It's a wonderful class. Well, thank you. Thank you. So let's proceed. So we have talked about the consonant sounds. So now I'm going to talk briefly about the vowel sounds. Remember I told you I wanted us to spend 1 hour together? And it seems like we spent more than 1 hour. I've lost track of time. I'm not sure, but according to what I'm seeing, I think we are past an hour already. I apologize for that. So I would try to move at a faster rate so that we can round off soon and you can go attend to other things. So now let's move to the vowel sounds. So just like we saw the consonant sounds, we also have the vowel sounds. And when we talk about the vowel sounds, on the IPA chart, there are 20 vowel sounds. We have the monophthongs. The monophthongs are those that come in just one symbol. These are the monophthongs, 12 of them. Now, out of the monophthongs, 5 of them are long vowels. The long vowels are the ones with the 2 dots. We have this E. You can have it in words like she, teacher, read, etc. We also have this ooh, as in shoot, broom, etc. We have this, I've talked a lot about the sound already, or can have it in bird, serve, turn, etc. We still have the O sound. This is the O sound. Americans pronounce it as or. You have it in words like do, flow, always. Americans would say always, door, floor, it's a C. And we have the last long sound, which is ah, as in far, pass, dance, sergeant, clock, it's a C. Now, the other monophthongs here are short vowels, and there are 7 of them. The short vowels, when you have them in word, you want to make sure you're not pronouncing them in a long way. Make sure they are short. The first one here is A. I like to tell my learners, change letter I from E to A. As Nigerians, I think we have people from Nigeria and Ghanaians here. I didn't know if you have from other part of the world. When you have a word that has letter I, many times, or oftentimes, we pronounce it as E. We say seat, S-I-T, seat. We say sheep. We say in. For you to rightly articulate this, you want to change the letter I sound from E to A. So you want to say sit, ship, in, fish, inside, big, lick, six, diction. E to C, A. So the sound is A and not E. This is E, long E, and this is A, short A. Now, many times people often mispronounce the long E, the short E, and the short A sound together. These are 3 different sounds. According to the Pronouncing Dictionary, the E sound is a non-phonetic sound. This sound is written this way, small letter I. It is written just like this. That is the symbol. But if you look at this one, it is not small letter I. It looks like capital letter I. So it's different from this. This one is E. And we have it in words like money, the last sound in money. We have it in daddy, baby, lolly, lily, it's a C. But when we talk about this symbol, this one, we often have it in letter I, then it's A. So there are 3 sounds. This is E. Well, this is E. The short version of this is this. But this is not on the IPA chart because it is tagged as a non-phonetic sound. There are 2 non-phonetic sounds in English. This is one of them. Well, this one is another phonetic sound, A. So it's different from E. Do not mix them up. But the next short sound that we have is O. Now, Nigerians would usually pronounce this letter as O. When you're saying the letters of the alphabet, you say A, B, C, D, blah, 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 O, P, Q. That's wrong. The right way to say the letters of the alphabet is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. The word is O. And this is the symbol right here. O. Remember that classic sound. O. But this sound right here is O, a short sound. The way you would have said this letter here. O. This is O. 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 You have it in words like good, put it on the table, push, don't push me, sugar, I need a cube of sugar, not sugar, cushion, book, look, coke. Many times when we add letter K, when we have letter K after O and O will sound O, book, cook, shook, look, rook, nook, it's a C. Now, another short vowel sound that we have is this sound here, eh, the eh sound. We have it in bed. We have it in bread, ready, head, leisure, leopard, Jeopardy, not jeopardy. It's a C. And this is another very significant sound. Very significant is wrong. This is another significant sound. The schwa is the most significant vowel sound in English because all other vowel sounds can change to schwa at a point in time. The schwa is a course on its own. If you really want to start to speak in a way that shows mastery, you need to learn the schwa. It's a course on its own. But for the sake of this class, I'll say that the schwa is a very weak sound, a lazy sound. It's a closed sound, not an open sound. The vowel sounds, we have open vowel sounds, closed vowel sounds, and mid vowel sounds. The schwa is a closed vowel sound. In layman word, it means that when you want to pronounce that sound, you should not open your mouth. The sound is rightly pronounced this way. Uh, 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 not oo, not o, not It's Can you see my lips? Uh, 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 If you articulated it well, you're going to feel that energy right here, that load right here. Now you have it in words that ends in ER, like in teacher, like in prayer. Prayer has a tritone anyway, but then it still ends in the schwa, like in messenger, messenger, E to C. You can also have it when you have O and R at the end of a word, like doctor, tailor, sailor, E to C. And you can have it in words that have letter A, when letter A is standing as a syllable. See this word, above. This word has two syllables. Letter A is acting as one syllable on its own. Again, another one, among. To see in all of these words, the letter A makes the schwa sound. Among. Remember, N and G don't sound good. It's not among. It's among. She was among them. Again. Have you seen her again? Above. Put it above. Above. Doctor. Tailor. Teacher. The next short vowel sounds that we have is the A sound. I've talked about this sound earlier. You open your mouth wide enough and you say ah, as in cat, angry, plat, P-L-A-I-T, plat, it's a C. And the next short sound is also a vowel sound, but this time you do not open your mouth wide. You just say ah, ah, ah. You can have it in cat, C-U-T, hungry, H-U-N-G-R-Y, love, L-O-V-E, enough, money, country, B-to-C. And the last short sound is O. It might amuse you that this sound does not exist in American English. In American English, words that have the O sound, we usually articulate them with the long R sound. O. So we have words like on, of, off. Of is spelled O-F. Of, O-F. The F sounds like a V. Then when you have O-F-F, the F-F sounds like a F, off. So these are all the monophthongs. We also have the diphthongs, but I would not like to mention the diphthong tonight, as I understand that I have spent more than the envisioned time. But you should know that when it comes to the diphthong sounds, it is important that you go slowly from the first sound to the second sound. The diphthongs are a combination of monophthongs. If you look at the first diphthong, it's a combination of the A sound and the schwa sound. A and Together we say air, on and on like that. Of course, I have mentioned the O sound already. It's a classy sound. There are two classy sounds according to the Diction coin, and one of them is the O sound. So pay attention to the O sound, especially if you're a woman. So let's practice the sounds together. Say after me. E, sheep. A, ship. O, good. Ooh, shoot. E, bed. teacher. Bird. O, do. Cat. Up. Far. On. And the show. Do we have any question? Any question? So I can round off. Any question? Any question at all? Any question? Any question? Questions? Send your question to the chat. Okay, I would believe there are no questions. So now that we have learned the first part of the first formula, remember there are 8 formulas. Declare. We have just learned, and each formula has 3 steps. We have just learned the first part of the formula, which is the D, diction fundamental. And we just learned one of the steps, which talks about clear articulation. I'd like to know if you would be interested in learning the other part of the formula. If you'd like to learn the I, the C, the second C, the L, the E, the A, the R, and each of the 3 steps under each of them. If you'd like to learn it, let me know in the chat. I am waiting. Let me know if you would like to learn it. Ahmed says, brilliant delivery. Olaraji says, a knowledge-packed session. It is. Well done, ma'am. And he says, excellent delivery. Thank you very much. But I wait your feedback. Would you like to learn the other part? Okay, Annie says, I'd love to. I'd like to hear from others. Would you like to learn the other part of my formula? Remember, this formula is not on Google. You can prove me wrong and go on Google now, search for declares, do a screenshot of what Google says. I can't find it on Google. This is something that I put together from years of experience, years of learning, practicing, helping people transform, and not just transform, but transforming for profitability. So if you'd like to know the other part of my formula, let me know. Hamed says, sure, I would like to learn. Olaiwadi says, I would love to. Very well. Excuse me. Now, for you to know the other part of my formula, and not just know, but master it. And you know what the mastery will do for you? It would help you to be able to speak in a way to express your listeners every time you speak, anywhere, at any time. And this is something I will do for you in 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, you will learn the entire formula. You would learn it, you would know it, and most importantly, you would master it. Mastering this formula is what would help you to be able to speak to impress anyone every time you speak at any time. And this is what we do at the 6 Weeks Diction Mastery Academy. At the 6 Week Diction Mastery Academy, we help you enhance your communication abilities to the point where your words command attention. We help you skyrocket your confidence. Some people already have this in them, but they are not confident enough to show it to the world. And this is one of the things would help you do, such that you can speak to anybody, anywhere, anytime. Not just speak to them, but speak to impress them without faking your accent. That is very important. Would also help you learn how to elevate your professional image to new heights. You'll agree with me that as a professional, English many times, or most times, is your vehicle of communication. There's a certain way you speak that the kind of people that will come to patronize you will be people that believe, oh, this person is from another world and I can pay him any amount. He deserves any amount he asks for. And there's a way you speak that the kind of people that will come to you will be the local and those that cannot even afford to pay your service charge. This is what we do at the 6 Weeks Diction Master Academy. In the academy, we ensure personalized attention such that we give close track progress on each participant. How that works is Mondays to Fridays, you have access to the e-learning platform where you submit your task every day. Or you submit your task between 6 p.m. at night every day. We give feedback on each person, each task you have submitted. So you get personalized feedback. This is not some diction class where you attend and all you do is watch videos, listen to audio voice notes, and you practice yourself. No, we give you the opportunity to practice, and not just practice, we give feedback on what you practice. So here is what you would get in the 6 Week Diction Master Academy. First, you get access to our e-learning platform. The e-learning platform is something that you'd have access to for life. We update the e-learning platform, which means that even after the 6 weeks, if there is any update done on the e-learning platform, it automatically shows on your dashboard wherever you are in this world. You'd also get access to 55 practical training sessions. One good thing about the academy is it's all practical. You're not just learning, you're learning, we're giving you practical sessions to do, and you're getting feedback on each practical session. You'd also get assessment. Mondays to Friday, you'd have access to the lessons on the e-learning platform. The lessons, most of them are less than 10 minutes. And these lessons are lessons that you can access any time in the day. Say midnight, early in the morning, late afternoon, late evening, anytime you're comfortable to learn, you can access them Mondays to Fridays. And each lesson comes with a task. The tasks are submitted to the WhatsApp assignment group via voice note or video, whichever you're convenient with. And by 6 p.m. every day, Mondays to Friday, our instructor listens to your assignment, the ones you've submitted, and give feedback that is tailored to just your own assignment. We do the same for each person in the academy. You also get access to a private WhatsApp group where you have access to other lessons aside from the lessons on the e-learning platform. You also get unlimited personal support from the Diction Queen, which means if you have questions or you need help with anything around communication, say vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, public speaking, you have access to send it to me even after the 6 weeks. Here is how the 6 Weeks Diction Master Academy works in 4 steps. The first step is you need to register for the 6 Week Diction Master Academy. The second step is once you register, you log into your membership e-learning platform where you get access to the lessons that you can learn anytime, any day, Mondays to Fridays. You watch the lessons and you complete the quiz. Each lesson has a quiz. These quizzes are things that you can do in less than 2 minutes. Step 4, you jump on live sessions with the Diction Queen every Saturday by 8 p.m. That is where we practice together what you have learned Monday to Friday. You get to ask questions. I ask you questions as well. We talk about the challenges you might be encountering while you're trying to practice with the people around you. And of course, I give you things that you could do to help improve all of those. And I tell you what you're doing well, what you're not doing well, what you need to stop doing, what you need to start doing to get better. We do that on Saturdays. So the academy runs Mondays to Saturday for 6 weeks at a very flexible time. Whether you're a 9 to 5 to call them, whether you go to work in the morning and you return at night, you can enroll in the academy. As Monday to Friday, you access your lessons anytime you're comfortable with. While on Saturday, you only need to be available at 8 p.m. And we have recordings for each Zoom session, so you're not missing out anything. Aside from that, we also have access to our alumni group where you network, where you ask questions. And we just introduced what we call the conversational tips, which we will be doing twice in a month. Twice in a month, we come together to help us practice what we have learned. We understand that some people live in remote area where they do not have people that would help them practice their diction. So twice a month, we come together via a Telegram call where we have conversation around trending things. We just talk about things. We could just pick any topic and talk about it. And at the end, we give a review of how well you fared while you were speaking. If you pronounce your words well, we go through the words you didn't pronounce well. We learn new pronunciation. We go to some of the wrong grammars we use. That is just for conversation's sake. That is a bonus. It's something we just added to the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy. And for you to join the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy, all you need is $65. And that is about 90,000 naira. However, because your host invited you to this academy tonight, to this webinar tonight, and because you're still here, you would not even have to pay up to 50% of 90,000 naira to join the academy. Instead, you would get into the academy with just 30,999 naira. That's a whopping 68% off. And not just that, you'd also get a complete refund assurance, such that after 6 weeks, if you don't get value for your money, time, data, and effort, if you don't transform how you speak, such that you can speak better without faking your accent and get access to opportunities that comes with speaking well, then we would refund your money completely. We have had over 500 people in the academy. In fact, I can cite some people that have already enrolled in the academy right here tonight. So this is not something that we have had over 500 people enroll in the academy. And we have never had a cause for refund, or we've never had anyone complain. Every day, if you belong to our WhatsApp community, we post reviews every day. In fact, there was a review we posted 2 days ago. The lady joined the academy in less than 3 weeks. And her review, her testimonial was really, really out of impressive, like over impressive, if there's a word like that. So aside from our efforts, like there is this grace of God that is on this academy, such that anyone who enroll in the academy would not just improve their communication skill, would improve for profitability, such that you start to access some opportunities that you would never be able to access before. You would start to earn more. This is something I guarantee you, especially if you join the academy and you do what you need to do. There are things you need to do. So if you're not lazy, but if you're not the type that will just pay and go and sleep, then I'll show you a 100% result. So in addition to my 68% bonuses that I have given, you would also get access to lots of other bonuses. You get access to 20 short pronunciation videos. I sell these videos at 20,000 naira. You get it for free. You get access to my vocabulary development PDF. I sell this for 3,500. This for those people that are usually at a loss for word. You're not sure what to say. You know what to say inside, but you don't know how to say it. This PDF is for you. You get it for free. You'll also get access to my video. It's a training video that I did this year at 7,500. Each participant paid 7,500. And that video would help you to never be at a loss for word. You will never be at a loss for word. You will never be in that state. Whether you're having a public speaking event or you're just conversing with your friends. You'd also get my ebook on knowing your silent words. One of the things you need to learn when it comes to pronunciation is silent words. Imagine you're saying listen instead of listen, or you're even saying listing, or you're saying comfortable instead of comfortable, or you're saying chocolate instead of chocolate. You're saying usually instead of usually. Then you've not started. You're not ready to improve your pronunciation. If you are, then you need this PDF. It contains A to Z of silent words. Words that have silent A, words that have silent B, words that have silent Z, up to words that have silent Z. I sell this for 2,500, but if you enroll tonight for the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy, you get it for free. You also get my ebook on English punctuation marks. I sell this for 2,500. It will help you to know how to use the right punctuation marks, how to use the right capitalization, how to write better. You'd also get it for free. You'd also get my 100 common grammatical errors and corrections. You get this for free as well. I sell this for 5,500 naira. But if you enroll tonight, you will get it for free. You'd also get my 10 commonly misused expressions and their corrections. Please do not write on my screen. Do not write on my screen, please. You also get these for free if you enroll tonight. Also, you would get my video on how to earn more with your diction skill. This is not just meant for diction teachers. This is meant for anyone who speak well. Whether you're a gatekeeper, or you're a photographer, or you're an MC, or you are a pharmacist, a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, a banker, whoever you are. There are things that once you start to do with them, people will start to notice how you speak, and people will be willing to pay you more. People are willing to recommend you for that promotion. They'll be ready to recommend you for things that you could do for more people to see you. And like they say, where there are more people, there are more money. This video is sold at 15,000 naira, but if you pay for the elevate for the Diction Master Academy tonight, you would also get it for free. All these bonuses are worth 82,000 naira, but you're getting them for free if you enroll tonight. Remember, the cost of the academy is 90,000 plus bonuses worth 82,000, but you're getting all of these for just 30,999 naira. Now, this is what some people that I just took screenshot randomly are saying about the academy. Peace is from Kenya, and she said that the class has been an insightful one. What excites me most is how you carry everyone along in the practical session. Like I mentioned earlier, the 6th Diction Master Academy is 100% practical. The corrections are made with love, and I look forward to learning without being scared of making mistakes. It was 2 weeks in training when I emerged the best speaker in a debate competition. While practicing, I heard your voice in my head, pronouncing those words correctly. This is a training for anyone who is ready, not just to speak, but to speak right and speak well. You taught me that speaking right is not in the tone of my voice, but the proper pronunciation of my words. Thank you, ma'am. I am really grateful. There are lots of other testimonials, but I'm just going to move close. I'm just going to rush them. So, okay, I'd like to emphasize this as well. This person says, if you go to her third paragraph, she says, her videos are so self-explanatory, easy to understand, and all you need is follow her lead. The best thing I like in her trainings is she never leaves your hand until you become master. Great follow-up too, which is a very good virtue of a great teacher. There are lots of testimonials. There are lots of them. Like I said, we get testimonials every day. If you belong to our community, if our testimonials, it's there. So interestingly, I have a special offer for the first 10 people, just 10 people, who would enroll tonight. So because you're still here, I want to believe you're interested. That's why you're still here. And I have an offer for just 10 people, just 10 people. So if you're ready, if you want to be one of those 10 people, get your phone ready. Because once you get 10 people, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira, plus you will not have access to the bonuses again. The bonuses are gone. So for the first 10 people who would pay tonight, I would be giving you access to the 6-week Diction Master Academy for just 20,999 naira. That is a whopping 87% off. So with just 20,999 naira, you can enroll into the 6-week Diction Master Academy right now, plus get all my bonuses worth 82,000 naira, and still have access to the complete money back refund if you do not get value for your money, your time, your data. Remember, in the 6-week Diction Master Academy, you'd have access to our e-learning platform for life. Even after the 6 weeks, you'll still have access to it for life till eternity. You will have access to the 6-week Diction Master Academy. Anytime we update it, anytime we add new videos, you'd have access to it. We also have a lifetime access to the Diction Queen, where when you have questions, when you have challenges around communication, you can always come around. You would also have access to all my bonuses worth 82,000 naira. You'd also have access to the alumni group, where we network, we ask questions, you get other beautiful offers opportunities from our community. It's a great community. It's a community of over 18,000 people. You'd also have access to the conversational, excuse me. You'd also have access to the conversational meetings that we'll be having twice a month. This is the new improvement. This is one of the updates we just added to the 6-week Diction Master Academy. Just for 20,999 naira. So if you're interested in paying, if you're interested in joining the 6-week Diction Master Academy, go straight now to the WhatsApp group where you got the link to join this webinar. To get the account detail of the person who invited you, get the account details of the admin of that group, make your payment. Remember, people are here from different groups. You also have people watching from YouTube. So if you're slow, you will not be one of the first 10. And once we get 10 payments, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. If you pay tonight, you're saving yourself 10,000 naira. Plus, you're getting my bonuses worth 82,000. You're getting a full-time access to myself, my time, my knowledge, my network, my community. I have a community of over 18,000 community on WhatsApp. I have a community of over 65,000 on Facebook. Not to talk of LinkedIn, Instagram, Telegram, etc. I do lots of learnings that you'd have free access to just because you're in the 6-week Diction Master Academy. Plus, you'd have access to all the bonuses that I mentioned earlier, the alumni group, and of course, the conversational meetings that we'll be having every month, twice in a month. You're getting all of these for just 20,999 naira. So if you really know that you're here and you know it's your turn to start to speak, and not just to speak to impress anybody at all, whether the person is Nigerian, British, American, forget it. If you want to speak to impress anybody without faking your accent, without sounding fake at any time, anywhere, head to your WhatsApp group now, the group where you got the link to join this class, to access the account details to make your payment of 20,999 naira, to get access to the academy tonight. Once you make your payment, you get access immediately. You start to learn immediately. Mondays to Friday, you get access to the e-learning platform at any time in the day. On Saturday, you jump on a Zoom call with me where you'd have the opportunity to talk. I'd have the opportunity to listen to you, to give feedback, to give review, to ask you to try this again, read this over and over again. I will drill you like never before because I need results. If you know me, you know I'm big on results. If you're not giving me results, it's better you don't enroll. But if you know you want results, you want to transform, then this is that opportunity you have been waiting for. And not just transforming, but transforming for profitability in a way that in the space of 2-3 weeks, people will start to tell you, I hear how you speak well, you speak good, and to start to bring in opportunities for you. If that is what you want, enroll tonight, go to your WhatsApp group, access the group. If you have made a payment, let me know in the chat because I'm counting. Once we make 10 payments, the bonus closes. You won't have access to my bonus again. And the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. If I've made your payment, send me a chat right now. Send it to the chat. Yes, certificate would be issued. If you have questions, please ask. Yes, and one good thing about our certificate is recognized nationwide. Let me tell you a short story. There's this woman who traveled out of the country this year. She's a Muslim, so she traveled with a group of Muslims, with like this family travel, this jackpot thing. So when she got there, all of those that had traveled together, most of them, in fact, all of them, not most of them, was just her daughter. All the children had to repeat a class or the other. For example, for some of them, that their children were already in year 3 in Nigeria. When they got there, some of them had to go back to year 1, some year 2. It was only her daughter who retained her class. Why? One of the reasons why she retained her class was because she could easily communicate with the teachers over there, and they could easily communicate with her too. She could hear them, they can hear her clearly. It was so easy for her. So she could just cope. So she continued with the class she was. She attended our academy. The daughter attended the Kiddies Academy. We have Kiddies Academy as well. Now, the madam also, according to her, a certificate is one of the certificates she used in helping her to be able to get job early enough, in few weeks. She was able to get not just a job, a befitting one that she's really proud of. So what I'm saying is you can use that certificate in Nigeria and outside Nigeria to support anything, especially if you have transformed, because we don't just give out our certificate. After the 6 Week Diction Master Academy, there's a project you will take. If you do well, boom, you get a certificate and you can use for anything. If you do not do well, we'll give you another opportunity to keep learning. And once you're ready again, you take the assessment, you take the project again, and yes, you get our certificate. So if you have made your payment, let me know. Once we get 10 people, if you've made your payment, send your receipt to the WhatsApp group where you got the account details. Once we get 10 people, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. Plus, you don't get access to the bonuses again. But tonight, if you pay 20,999 naira, you get access to all my bonuses worth 82,000 naira. You get access to, excuse me, the Illuminate group. You get access to my community of over 18,000 people on WhatsApp. You get access to myself, the Diction Queen, my time, my energy, my effort. And of course, you would learn. You would not just learn, you would know. You would not just know, you would master and get transformed for better opportunities. So if you're ready, make your payment right now to the account details in your group to take advantage of the 87% off plus my 82,000 naira bonuses and complete refund if you don't become a confident and eloquent speaker in 6 weeks. Thank you all for joining this session. Thank you for joining this webinar. Once you make your payment, send your proof to your WhatsApp group. Once you get 10 people, the offer is off the table. Thank you. Have a great evening. Do have a wonderful one. Bye-bye.